Before we begin this eye-opening journey into the world of rare coins, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. If you're someone who enjoys discovering hidden treasures, forgotten wealth, and rare collectibles that ordinary people walk past every single day, then this channel is made for you. So subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay connected, because today's video might completely change the way you look at even the smallest coin in your pocket. Now, let's dive straight into one of the most surprising and fascinating coins ever minted, the 1994 South African 10-cent coin. At a first glance, the 1994 10-cent coin doesn't look special. It's small, light, and incredibly easy to overlook. Many people have handled it without realizing they were touching a piece of history. But the truth is, this coin carries a story far more powerful than its size. It represents one of the most dramatic turning points in South Africa's past, a year when the entire nation transformed. When a country undergoes an historic turning point, even the everyday items from that time, including coins, become symbols of that change. And that is exactly why collectors all around the world have developed a deep fascination with this little 10-cent piece. The year 1994 marked a new beginning. It was the year South Africa stepped into a fresh era with hope, unity, and massive political transition. While the world focused on headlines, something else was happening quietly in the minting facilities. Coins were being produced to match the country's new identity, new leadership, and new vision. These coins weren't just meant to be spent. They were meant to reflect a nation rebuilding itself. That is why the 1994 series holds a special place in the hearts of historians and collectors alike, and why even the smallest value coin from that year can attract huge attention. The 10-cent coin features the delicate design of the arum lily, a flower known for its elegance, purity, and natural beauty. It symbolizes resilience and strength, a fitting message for a country stepping into a new chapter. But what gives the 1994 10-cent coin its true power is not just its symbolism. It's the unseen details, the variations, the minting differences, and the survival rate that set it apart from regular circulation coins. Because when it comes to rare coins, it is these small details that turn an ordinary object into a highly sought-after treasure. Many people don't realize that coins produced during transitional years often come with inconsistencies. Mints are adjusting machinery, testing metal compositions, experimenting with dyes, and fine-tuning the striking process. As a result, some coins from 1994 display features that never appeared again: tiny errors, unusual textures, misstrikes, or subtle design differences. These small variations can turn a simple 10-cent coin into an extraordinary prize, and collectors absolutely love these differences. To them, every unusual mark tells a story, and every rare variation becomes a trophy worth chasing. But even without obvious errors, the 1994 10-cent coin has become valuable because of how few high-quality examples remain today. Most were spent heavily in the late 90s and early 2000s, passed from shopkeeper to customer thousands of times. They suffered scratches, dings, discoloration, and wear. Over time, nearly all of them lost their sharp details. The crisp lines of the arum lily faded. The edges became smooth. The shine disappeared. And once a coin loses its original condition, its value drops dramatically. That's why collectors hunt for coins that have survived untouched, protected, and preserved. Now imagine this: a coin that was worth just 10 cents suddenly attracting the attention of expert collectors, investors, and numismatists around the world. These are people who understand rarity. They understand that once a coin reaches a certain age, every passing year reduces the surviving population, especially in top condition. That scarcity creates demand, and demand leads to value. And when the coin is tied to an important year like 1994, the value potential becomes even greater. There have been reports of early strike 1994 10-cent pieces that show exceptional clarity, deeper engraving, more defined lines, sharper petals, and unusually smooth surfaces. Early strikes, as experienced collectors know, are the first coins produced before the dies begin to wear down. These coins are crisp, detailed, and visually stunning. Most early strike coins are accidentally mixed into circulation, and only a small number ever get saved. That makes them incredibly desirable today. Some collectors have even found pieces with strange rim widths, slightly rotated designs, or minor misalignments. These variations are extremely rare and often appear in only a handful of surviving coins. To a serious collector, these features can turn a tiny coin into a massive opportunity. And when a coin has both historical value and minting uniqueness, it becomes a centerpiece in any collection. But what makes the 1994 10-cent coin even more interesting is the growing wave of collectors from the 55 to 65 age group. Men who grew up around these coins, use them daily, and now feel a sense of nostalgia when they see them again. Nostalgia is one of the strongest forces in the collecting world. It drives interest, competition, and pricing. When multiple collectors chase the same coin, prices rise fast. And lately, the demand for this specific coin has increased as more people become aware of its rarity and historical significance. Now think about this. A coin that once bought you a small sweet or a matchbox can now become a prized asset worth thousands, even millions, depending on the variation and condition. The world of rare coins has always rewarded those who recognize value early. Look at history. Small coins that people ignored for decades later became some of the most expensive collectibles ever sold. And the 1994 10-cent coin is now entering that stage where rarity, nostalgia, history, and demand are all coming together. Professional graders have examined some high-quality specimens and confirmed exceptional detail and preservation. Once a coin is certified, it earns official recognition, which increases its market value dramatically. Certified coins, especially those from transitional years, become investment pieces. Investors, especially older and experienced ones, understand the importance of putting money into assets that grow in value over time. And rare coins have proven again and again that they can deliver huge returns. As more collectors worldwide continue searching for the 1994 10-cent coin, the supply remains fixed. It cannot increase. The number of high-grade pieces is already extremely small, and every damaged coin reduces the supply even more. That is why now, more than ever, this coin has captured the attention of experts, investors, and enthusiasts. You've stayed with me through the full story. The history, the minting variations, the survival challenges, the collector demand, the nostalgia factor, the rising interest, and the global excitement. So now, let's get to the moment you've been waiting for. The value, the 1994 South African 10-cent coin, in the rarest form, with the highest grade, the most desirable variation, and the strongest collector demand, has a potential estimated value of $40 million.